We're live on Facebook as well. So this is for the last time we are on a webinar, guys, actually on our webinar series. And today we are talking about how to tell your brand stories like a big name brands without hiring a creative team. So we are here today with Daya and Gaurav, and we'll be talking about this really interesting topic. My name is Jakub, I'm CMO of PitchGround, and I'll be hosting this webinar today. And so if you are basically who is on Instagram, if it's a e-commerce or if you're a marketing agency, this webinar is for you because we'll be talking how to growth hack your ways like big name brands without hiring a creative team using the forward block. So I think without further ado, I think we can start, guys. What do you say?
Yeah. Yes, we're ready. Yeah.
All right, pretty awesome. So I think you can start sharing your screen as usual, and we'll get right into it.
Yes.
Yeah, I can see your screen now. Perfect. Oh, I see a lot of GIFs there.
Yeah. That's like today's trademark. We have a special, love for GIFs.
Yeah, I noticed.
One second, just a second. Okay, actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, hello to everyone out here. Uday here. This is Gaurav. Yeah. So today, of the entire webinar series, if you have missed a few, it's okay, but do not miss this one. In this one, we're going to walk you through how you can actually, stand up with these big guys without having a huge creative budget, and how we will stand on your corner to make sure that you are able to punch above your weight class. So without any further ado, she said, let's go. See, what happens when it comes to stories which big brands put out there is, there is a sense of quality around it, and the messaging is very clear. So what we have done is, small businesses cannot afford to go and hire a full-time creative team. They cannot afford to go do insane photography.
That's true.
Motion designers, we do not have access to all of this, right? You do not have a $10,000 budget to make a video out there. It doesn't work that way. So what we have done is, we have shortcut the entire process so that you can make videos like the big brands out there. So we're going to take, how we are going to structure this entire webinar is, we're going to take a big brand, show them their videos that they're currently using, and compare it with the video that is presently on fourth block, right? The idea is that we want to showcase that, how can fourth block help you, match the standards of the global big brands, right? Like without a creative team, without a big budget, like how do you do that using fourth block? So let's start. And on slide, before we go into slide number 1, the greatest footwear brand, apparel brand in the world is Nike. Nike sets the standards for how to do advertising. It's a great marketing company out there. So we went ahead and scoured to find what sort of stories that Nike has put up, right? So here, if you see this on the left, you have a story that Nike is currently running, an ad campaign that currently Nike is running, and right, you have a story that was created using fourth block. Yeah. If you see that, if you see both these stories right side by side, the Nike has like 4 pictures with a call to action, and there is some animation going on. This story that we are showing you is currently live and running on Nike's ads everywhere. So assume you are a small time brand, you are doing a drop shipping business, and you have access to shoes, and you want to create a good quality story. You can go ahead, use our template to create a story like the one you see on the right hand side. You can add your image of your shoes, yeah, right? Like for example, if you're running a dropshipping business for shoes, right? Like you can add your own logo, like add your own title, right? And the output will match, what the best brands are doing in the business, right? So we have a couple of themes designed specifically for shoes, but like we add, and as we keep adding more templates, right? The library is just going to grow. Yeah. So you can. The point that we're trying to make is, on the left, that you're seeing was probably commissioned by Nike, right?
using a design agency that would have charged them a couple of $1,000 just to do this, right? Of course, they would have had like multiple variations of this ad, but like that would have cost them a lot of money. But what you see here, right, on the right side is like Uday has designed it, like, and we have a small team, right, that has paid a lot of attention to, how to showcase a product like a shoe. And then, we have put that in a template that anyone can reuse, right? You don't need to be an After Effects champion. You don't need to be a Premiere Pro ninja, right? Like you can just come, fill in a form, and like you have your video. And like the video, comparable to what Nike is doing.
No, absolutely. If the reference was not given, if we didn't claim that the one on the right is done by Fourth Block, it's pretty hard for someone out there to say, hey, who's this ad? Why does Nike, the Air Max has a Reebok logo in it?
Yeah.
That sort of a question would come, right? Yeah. So that's where we think, we can help you create these sort of stories in quick succession. 5 minutes, you're done. You match the best in the world.
And like, is like you can completely personalize this. So for example, if your white shoe does not go with a black background, you want a red background or an orange background. These are the colors that I know, but yeah, you can go ahead and like, customize it completely to your liking.
Yeah. So moving on. So next, let's show you the company that stands out in the audio space is Bose. It's literally, the Quiet Comforts are literally on top of the world, and they sell like anything. We went ahead and looked at what sort of ads currently is Bose running out there. And we took Bose and we put it against our own template, and this is where we are.
Right. So, this is a theme that is live right now. If you see, right, like, of course, this theme also carries all customizable elements, right? You can change your title, have your own price. But the idea is that, if you look at what biggest brands are designing and like what we have, it's like comparable and matchable to them, right? Like, so the point that we're trying to make is that, even if you don't have a creative team in-house, right, you don't have to worry. Yeah. Right. Like the biggest thing is like if you're running a business selling headphones on the internet, right, you don't have to worry about, where are you going to get the resources to create nice video ads.
I see.
Right?
Okay.
Is going to help you for that. So if you see, right, side to side comparisons, they are of comparable quality.
And all these templates, it's live on our site.
You can use them right now.
Right now it's there.
So for example, right, in this, right, you can, and the nice part is that, any product photograph that you have, right, will have a background, right? Yeah. Even that small problem, right, like removing background so that they look good against a video, it's a time-taking and a complex problem in itself, but like what we have given you is as a single button, right? When you click that, it removes the background so that, it like sticks out, the product sticks out against background. So that we have like paid special attention to all these small things that, might not look as important, but like when you start designing your videos, right, these kind of things like, start becoming very important for the end result.
Yeah. And looking at these ads side by side, I think Bose should actually buy Fourth Block and start using it.
Yeah.
Yeah. This ad just looks much better in our template.
It does, yeah.
Yeah. So next. Okay. Have you heard of Hakkasan?
No, I haven't. What is it?
Hakkasan is one of the, the most famous, wildest nightclubs out there in Las Vegas. So they post insane amount of stories on their social feeds, and what we have done is we went ahead and we downloaded one of those stories, and we have a template for nightclubs and events, that sort of a situation, and we went ahead and put it side by side. So on the left, you have a Hakkasan video playing. This is what is happening. This is literally the guys who are on top of their social media game. And right, we have a template out there, which is at present at Fourth Block, wherein which you can go ahead. We have put it Kittens, Norman, Hazel notes.
You can
go
change
ahead.
it.
Yes,
yeah, you can change it. So basically, the idea is that, like if you see side by side, right, like one has come out from a very big company with probably a design team that does a lot of video, but on the right side, there is this video that has come out of a tool that, that is off the shelf. You can like just log in and create that video. You can like upload your own, event video or choose from one of our template, one of videos available in our library. Yeah. But the idea is that, we just want to give you the very best of what the industry is doing.
Yeah. So I'm wanted to tell is, say, if for a potential customer, you're looking at the templates at fourth block and you find that, hey, maybe a few more variations of this particular vertical, if it's there, it will be helpful. Please reach out to us. Let us know that, hey, this is what we want. We will go back, we will do the hard work and everything to make sure that this template is in front of you and it's filling a form for you, and
That's
you have
amazing.
templates done and delivered for you. See, let's assume there's a small time club that is located somewhere in Berlin or somewhere in Eastern Europe or somewhere. They want to go and stand up to the guys out there in Las Vegas, right?
Mm-hmm.
They can't go ahead and hire an agency to do all this. It's a lot of money spent. So they can come to fourth block, take this template, customize it, and boom, you have a video that is equal to Hakkasan, the best in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So moving on. Okay. Craghoppers. Okay. Craghoppers is one of the world's most largest brands. These are all ads that are live. Again, I'm reiterating. These are ads that are live. These are stories that are live on their social pages. If you see that there is a lady, they're trying to sell a fleece jacket, I suppose, and this sale is currently going on. And Craghoppers is one of the biggest outdoor brands in the world. Right? If you look at it, what they have done is they have taken an image, they've removed the background, and they are showing the model. I mean, the same model, different combinations of it. The equivalent, if you had something similar SKU, what you could possibly do is take this template and customize it.
Right. And for example, I'm again coming to the same point of removing background from the images, right? It's a hard problem, basically. You need a specialized tool to do that, or a designer to help you do that, right? But how do you do that as a small business owner, right? So if you see, right, this is an ad that is live on a big brand's page, and on the right is something that, is a template that is live on fourth block.
Yeah.
And again, coming to the same point of, modifying the template to suit your color. So the stripes in the background, right? You can make it black and white and orange and red. Your brand colors, right? You can do that. And of course, all the text, the discount offer, everything is basically, customizable.
Yep. And we have mentioned the title of the slide is, if anyone from Craghoppers is actually watching this video by any chance, please reach out to us. I think we can produce better quality stories for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So next, okay, Fitbit, right? This is an ad actually, that they're pushing it out on Fitbit's pages. Fitbit is a tracker that everybody knows. It's slightly below Apple Watch in number of sales. They control the global market and they own double digits percentages, right? The trackers are, there is Garmin out there is Fitbit, there is Apple Watch, and there's a huge drop shipping industry around trackers. Right, so these dropshippers buy it from AliExpress, bring it down to ship it back to the States, or sell it via their influencers. This sort of campaigns happen usually. So what we can possibly do is they can go ahead, take our template. The one you see on the right is ours, where in which we give you the product name. The product comes out. There is a small cute little animation going on. You can customize it, and you have it in front of you.
Right. And if you see the template on the right, that was designed in After Effects. It took us a lot of time to design that. Template, right? You don't have to spend 4 hours every time you want to use it, right? You can upload any product, change any color, choose any color, and it will come out nicely. The idea is that we have spent our time carefully crafting this template so that it's easier for you. Probably for you, right? It will take 1 minute to create this video and another minute to download, right? And and with the one-click thing that you have, there are 50 odd templates like this, right? And the library is ever growing. So as soon as you put your own product, we have 50 videos like this. The idea that we're trying to do is that we are giving you a sort of magical tool, right? That will let you create hundreds of videos very quickly. And the quality we are promising that will match, whatever the big brands are doing.
The best in the world. We will promise to stand by your side to make sure that we match the best in the world.
Yeah.
No compromises.
And generally, what happens is that if you're not a designer, you don't have a design team, right? And you try and do things, the output quality is not good. And the most important thing on these platforms is, right, you're selling your product against a Fitbit, right? So if you have a tracker, right, that you're selling, you're actually fighting against Fitbit, right? And the least you do is that make sure to showcase your product in as best form as you can, right?
Yeah.
Like, so you could have, like, if you don't have a tool like fourth block, right? If you don't have fourth block, all you'll do is like take a photograph and upload it, right? But that does not really showcase what your product can be. Versus like Fitbit has an army of of designers, right? Who are churning out good videos every day. How do you fight with them? So basically, the idea is that, use fourth block, have excellent templates, then choose whatever you like, and then go and fight with the likes of Fitbit.
Yeah. Moving on. So, okay, one of the biggest companies who's making a huge impact across the world is Airbnb.
Yeah.
Right. Rentals, they are the one, the positioning, the storytelling, everything, they hit it out of the park. So what we want to do is there are plenty of agencies who have businesses who are running their own small B&Bs, small hotels as their clients, and even travel agencies, etc. So we wanted to show that, see, for example, on the left, what Airbnb is trying to show is and an experience around travel is what they're trying to do. So what we have is we have a similar template and similar lines where in which we are able to showcase what all cities, for example, if your Thomas Cook is your client, and you have to show it to them, hey, there is an upcoming summer holidays coming up. Why don't we send a creative showing what all places 3-day tour. This sort of a template can be used to actually demonstrate that.
Yeah, and like, of course, again, this entire template, right? You can have your own colors, you can have your own images, you can have everything, right? Every component in this template, right? All the text, every animation, everything is editable. You can upload your own images. So, for example, if you're a travel agency, right? Like, how do you sort of showcase it in the best way possible, right? So, and the idea with fourth blog is that, we have templates according to industry verticals, and the number is increasing. So, for example, if you're a B2B business, for example, you're running a conference, right? Like, we have template for conferences. For example, you're running a service, right? We have a few upcoming templates that are like specifically for services businesses, right? So, we have sort of bucketed these templates into different industry verticals so that you don't have to think a lot while creating. You already have ready-made templates. All you have to do is add your own sort of touch with your own content, right? Done.
Yeah, one other thing I want to do, want to share right now is, guys who run agencies, please remember this. If you are going to pitch your client on a video, video creative, use this sort of a style. Take a template from fourth block, edit it to the client's spec, take the best in the industry, put it side by side and show it to him. Tell him that the one on the left cost you probably $1,000. This video, I'll give it to you for 100. You are bound to make a sale.
Yeah.
So,
and the idea is that, you can give your client probably tens of choices, right? Like, you can generate, instead of sending them one video, right, that they probably, would not like, right? As soon as you give them, say, 15, 20 videos, right, using the same concept, right? Then your client has a choice, right? Like, then he's a problem of plenty, right? That what do I choose? Can I get all 20? Yeah, charge them like $2,000, right? But if he wants just one, right, charge them $100, something like that, right?
So, okay, this is especially for the real estate agencies. So a lot of real estate selling happens, interestingly, on stories. People, if there's a listing coming up, they create a story around it and they put it. So, for example, left we have Redfin. Redfin is one of the biggest reality portals out there in the US. So this is how they present their properties to their customers on their pages. If you see, they have a nice phone in which they have screenshots that are placed. What we can do is take our real estate template, fill in it, edit it, use it to actually push your content of your client's content out there into the world.
So the idea is that, see, if you're seeing what Redfin is trying to do, right? Of course, this was done by this dedicated design team, right? They spend a lot of time doing this. You can just, by looking at the video, right? This is not something off the shelf you can get, right? But on the right side is something that, was created by filling out a form on fourth block, right? Creating videos is as simple as filling out a form, right? And uploading images and adding text. So that is our idea, right? That how do we let anyone create high quality videos?
Next, okay, another thing what we wanted to do is, this is something, Giant is one of the biggest, biggest, if not the biggest bicycle brands in the world. They put out very high quality Instagram stories out there on a regular basis. Let's assume you have a client who wants to run, who has cycles with them, and they also want to promote. If you do not have the production budget of what to pull off a giant, come to our fourth block. We have templates out there which you can use edited to create stories that are on par, if not better than what we have from giant.
And like this, this could be a bike, this could be a car, right? All you have to do is upload your own images. That this template can as well be used for any product, right? Like we are just showcasing a cycle thing because we have already something, but like, you know, you can upload the client's logo, you can upload your own logo, you can add images, you can change the text. Then like, you know, 6 to 7 knobs in this template that you can turn and like make it absolutely customized to your needs, right? If you change this, this will come out completely different to what you're seeing on the screen, right? Yeah. But it will look as good as, you know, what the best are producing on Instagram.
So the entire point that we're trying to drive back again is, hey, if you are a small agency, if you're a small business, if you're an agency, you do not have access to great creative team, do not fear. The guys on the left are the biggest brands in the world. The people on the right are the templates which you used at fourth block, which are readily available, will give you literally a fighting chance to actually stand up to these guys. So that's it. I think we have showcased everything.
Of course, fun gifts as well.
We can only show you the door. You guys should only be the one to walk through it.
The one, yeah. Guys, it's amazing. What are the other niches you wanna tap into?
So you know, there are like certain industry verticals.
Leave the gift there. Leave the gift there. It's fun.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So you know, like we already have a lot of templates, of course, right? You know, we started off with like e-commerce as the primary stage. Then we have like templates in the real estate verticals. We have like templates for, you know, shoes and like electronics. We have specific B2B templates for conferences, and like the list is ever growing. We are adding, and like people who are watching this webinar, if you just send us that, you know, hey, you don't have template that looks good in my sort of industry vertical, we'll be glad to take that as a request. And like, our designers work really fast, right? So our turnaround time on new templates, if you want something, we should be able to, you know, give that to you like a few days. So we are always open to feature requests on both on the product and on the template specifically. So yeah.
So if you want templates, the simple thing to do is ask. Yeah, we'll get it.
Email a team at thefourthblock.com and like, you know, we'll make something for you.
That's pretty cool that people can actually come up with their own ideas and you will just execute on it. That's really good.
Yes.
All right, guys. Is there anything else you would like to add? This was quite short.
Yeah. It was why? Because one, we wanted to actually, you know, we've demonstrated the product, but we also wanted to drive one messaging very clear, because we know how it is. Sometimes we as small brands tend to get intimidated when we go into the social space. We see our competitors, the big boys out there, who are doing stuff that, you know, might make us feel a little bit of, you know, a sense of insecurity or a sense of maybe we are not up there, while we know we are not as good, if not better than the big guys out there. So we believe that honestly, with what we want to drive down is, hey, you don't need you know, a huge marketing budget or a creative.
You just need to be smart and creative and use the right tools, right?
Yeah, use the right tools. You'll have us at your corner. We will make sure you stand up to the best in the world.
I love the confidence. That's pretty awesome. Guys, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for like preparing all this. It was amazing. And let me share my screen, because I see that quite some people are watching. So you still can grab the 4-block license. It's available for $49. And if you want to create like stories like the big guys out there, as Giant, as Nike, as Bose, and like the really awesome brands, these guys, 4-block, they are actually inspired by these, and they are creating templates based on these big name brands. So it can be yours for $49. You will get access for all these templates lifetime. So all you have to do is just go to pitchground.com/do4blog. And if you have any suggestions for templates, for features whatsoever, just reach out to these guys in PitchGround Facebook group, or just add them on LinkedIn, or they're pretty much everywhere. So yeah, they will just implement pretty much whatever you will ask for, if it will make sense, of course. And you can choose from multiple licenses. The cheapest one is $49. And if you want to sell the 4blog to your clients, you can use the most expensive and the most with the highest value for $49 for $490 which will give you a white label. Can you actually give us a little bit insight what white label is, guys?
Yeah, so the white label product that we have, right? So the idea is that we want you to be able to brand 4blog as your own thing and like send it to your clients. So basically, what we'll give subdomain videos.youragency.com or like instagram.youragency.com, on which you can send to your clients. Your clients will be able to log in to their own accounts, and you'll be able to host this tool as your own agency product, right? So that is specifically for agencies, and you'll have your own branding. You will have ability to control what templates you can enable for a given customer, and all the knobs, right, that will and your customers can of course always go ahead and use the one-click functionality as well. So the entire 4blog on your domain with your branding. So that is what
let's assume you're an agency and you have say 20 clients, and each client you charge them $100 a month to use your the white label version of 4blog with your branding. You tell them, hey, this is a story creator we have for you, go ahead, use it, charge them $100. So every month you have now $2,000 in extra revenue. Over a period of time, that is over a period of year, that is $24,000 in extra revenue right there. And if you're not doing it, you're literally leaving money on the table. It's a no-brainer.
It's amazing opportunity. Yeah. All right, we have a question here from Uma. Do we have a character limit for the titles and text in most of templates?
Yes. So basically, a few templates have this limitation, but we have figured out a solution after the feedback from the community. So those templates, right, they are like going live, where there will be, no limitation that will block you from. Of course, right, every button, for example, that has a text on it, right, you cannot probably add 100 words to a button, right, it won't look good. So within the confines of the design of the template, we'll make sure that you can add as much content as you can. So we have figured out a solution for that. We are already rolling out those new templates, like fixed templates.
All right, that's amazing. Thanks for answering. Okay, guys, so I think that's pretty much it. This was fun. I mean, 7 webinars, 5 days and 2 days. Whew, it was quite exhausting, I gotta say. But I mean, you did a really good job. How did you like it so far?
Yeah, it was the first experience for me, at least, hosting webinars. So like, it's really fun. I hope we can do some more in the future.
Of course. I mean, you have amazing ideas and progress and everything. So I think we can stay like we can keep our audience updated with webinars. So if you push some really interesting feature or something you would like consider that people should see it, I mean, just we are in touch every day. So just let us know, and we will cover it in upcoming webinars for sure.
Yeah, sure thing. And we've thoroughly enjoyed this entire experience. This has been intense. It has helped us connect with a lot of our customers. Look at our product in perspectives which we did not see it prior.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's quite difficult, right? Because you are literally like you're living with the product. It's your baby. You know everything. But whenever somebody says something new and gives you this new perspective, it's like fresh wind to the whole product. I know the feeling. It's extremely valuable to take the feedback as it is and not being romantic about it. And you guys are doing a great job of it. Like, Really cool.
Thank you.
All right, so everybody, so if you're still watching, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for joining. And if you have any suggestions, ideas, reach out to these guys and go already to pitchground.com/theforbook and start creating the most kick-ass stories out there. There will be a replay available of this webinar. If you joined a little bit later, it will be available on Facebook and on YouTube tonight. So make sure you will check replay as well if you like. So thanks a lot, everybody, for joining. It was amazing, and I'm pretty sure that we will see each other next time and in the future as well.
Sure.
Thanks a lot.
Jacob.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, guys, and have an awesome evening, actually, in India already. All right.
Thanks. All right. Bye.
Bye.